Tutorial, we need you to understand how to structure our lessons with the materials that we have here. Okay. So this session is going to be a bit more practical than the last session, than the last two sessions were. So you guys are going to actually get you guys doing some things now instead of just sitting and listening to all of us. Okay. Any questions so far? Are we going to get notes now, or you can make notes now or anything? I don't have a PPT or anything with me. I'm just going to basically show you guys a nice structure that I like to use in my classes that works for all ages. And then from there we're going to start doing bits of group. Okay? Okay? Cool. Any more questions for now? No? Alright. Are we getting forward? Check guys, you're going to be famous now. Alright, finally. So, starting with lesson planning. What have you guys done in TEFL? What was the basic structure that they give you in your TEFL for a lesson plan? Okay? Never heard of that one? No, wait. ESA. ESA is one, Teach, test, teach is another one. Got it? Warmer is one of the steps, yeah? Anyone know the 3 P's? What are the 3 P's? Present, practice. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so the best way to look at all of your lessons is with the 3 P's. Simple 3 P's. Present, practice, and produce. Present, okay. Now, say you have a lesson of 60 minutes and you have your PPP. Are you guys going to divide it into 20-20-20 in that class? Probably not. Okay, why wouldn't you do 20-20-20 minutes? Yeah,
we really need to spend more of that time on the given section.
Yeah, exactly. So some classes you may need to spend more time doing practice. Some classes you may need to spend more time actually presenting and drilling the vocab. And then some classes are so good at these two that you actually need to give them a lot more time to produce. Okay. Still doesn't mean that on your lesson plan this is your format that you have. Does anyone here use different formats for their classes that still align with present, practice and produce? Sheldon, what format do you use for your class?
Yeah, that one. Just like that.
Hey?
Just like that.
Just like this. Okay. That's why he's coming to training for the second time. Right. So basically what we want to do is we want to take each of these and try and split them up into mini tasks. Okay. So basically for your present, you can show them one way to present and then do in the next 5 minutes do another way to present. By doing this, you're actually ensuring the retention of whatever you're presenting. Same with practice as well. Don't just play one game for 20 minutes. After 10 minutes, the kids are going to get bored and not want to play. And then you're going to be stuck there going, what do I do now? Okay. So what we want to do is try and split up every little section so that you guys can achieve your aims and you can make sure the kids are having fun. Okay. So, Charlie mentioned the first step in the class earlier. What was that, Charlie? Warmer, right. So using your PPP, okay, one of the first steps in all your classes should be your warmer. Okay, and this is normally 3 to 5 minutes, depending on how much time you actually have in your class. Okay. Can everyone give me an example of a good warmer that we use in class? Shane, what do you use in your classes as a warm-up?
Songs or activities.
Yeah, songs. The songs are a good one. What else can we use in a warm-up? Yeah, what kind of games though?
But I do think they're young. Yeah, Simon says it's good. Or if they're even younger, just stand up, sit down, split them into teams, and say like, say stand up and do a sit down action and see if they get it.
Ah, okay. So kind of like a follow me.
Yeah.
In a way.
It's basically.
Okay, that's a nice game. Yes, Pascal.
Just warmer or
No, this is just the warm-up, just to get the
warmer or needed before the other normal. So do you want to do something that's leading to the lesson connected to the topic as the warmer?
Again, as teachers, that's up to you guys. If you guys feel like your class needs to do a warmer that involves the vocabulary for that lesson, then you can do it. If you feel like the class will be able to learn the lesson fairly quickly, you can play a random warmer just to get the energy up. Yeah.
So a follow-up question is, I haven't seen or heard or read about homework and how it's assigned, when it's assigned. If that can be used as a warmer as well.
Yeah, so basically our homework that we assign is in the workbooks that the students have. I would suggest always assign homework at the end of the lesson. If you assign at the beginning of the lesson, it automatically kills the students' motivation. Yeah, so if they do have homework the previous lesson, as they walk in the class in the next lesson, they can hand it in. Don't mark it right then and there though. Okay, hand it in so that you can see if they've done it, but don't mark it there, just move on with the lesson. Yes sir?
Could you, like most throw up the homework, set something to think about ready for your warm-up the next lesson? So like for instance, you say things around the house, what's your favourite, something like that. And when they come in the next day, you say, now this is what I should do at the end of the last lesson, can we now come up with these ideas? So something that you just a quick thing, something like that.
Yeah, definitely so. Check though what your next lesson is, when it will be and everything, so that there is time for the students to go home, practice it if they need to as well. Okay. Any questions on warmer so far? Game warmer can be anything from playing a game of duck, duck, goose quickly, or blind man bluff. Warmer is there designed to get the kids' energy levels up and to get them focused on you as a teacher. That's the main goal of our warmer. Yes, sir. I wouldn't recommend showing videos on warmer. Videos I would put actually in the middle of my class, either in the present or in the practice stage of my class. As a warmer, using a video as a warmer, kind of, yes, you're getting the kids attentive to the TV, but as soon as the TV is switched off, they're going to be all over the place again. Rather, if you have them engaged with you right from the beginning of the class, they will be engaged with you throughout the entire class. Cool.
How often do you use the same warm-up?
Okay, so what I like to do as well to make myself or my life easier as a teacher is I will plan one lesson with certain games in those lessons. Now those games will be transferred every lesson for 3 weeks in the same class. Whether the topic is different or not, doesn't matter. The games will be the same. After 3 weeks, I change the lesson plan. So what happens is the kids will start playing this game, get really excited. Second weekend, now they know how to play it and they want to play it again. Third weekend, they're like, we know this game already. As soon as they reach that third week, suddenly change the lesson plan to bring in new games and new systems. So as soon as they start getting bored with the games you're using, they change the lesson plan and then use new games that they can use. Can you get me? Don't lie. Can you guys at the back hear me okay? Alright, I don't need a microphone now, it's fine. Right. Pull it. The camera. Straight. Okay, so we've done our warmer now, we've got the kids all up and energetic. What would be our next stage? Yeah, thank you. So our next stage in our our lesson plan, we're looking at presenting whatever it is we're teaching that lesson. Okay. And you're also looking at around 5 minutes just to present the program. Yes, sir.
Can you present a review of the last lesson?
Yeah. So again, if you guys have done a lesson before, okay, this is also, sorry, warmer and then straight to present is often for a new class where they haven't learned anything before, there's nothing for you to revise. Generally, you can add in a little review stage here after your warm-up. So say 1B. Okay. Also, in that review stage, it's just a very quick game that you guys can play with your kids. Just to review the previous lesson's target language. Whether it was phonics, grammar, vocabulary, listening, speaking, you can add in a review stage in between your warm-up and your present. Maximum 5 minutes. You don't want to waste too much time with them reviewing old stuff. You need to actually have time to present as well. So maximum for the review 5 minutes. Yes?
That's part of your presentation stage of being
Yeah. Yeah. So as part of your presentation stage, like Pascal said, you can do a PTV where during your presentation you slowly start to revise all words or dialect. Yeah. Alright. So in our present stage, how do we present language? Okay, let's start with a simple one. How would we present S-blends, for example? Anyone know what an S-blend is? Swap, spa, st. What else is there? Squirrel. Shh. Yeah. So, for example of an S-blend, okay? Anyone can grab anyone. How would you present an S-blend? Yes. Yeah, exactly. Flashcards, words, photos, PPT, computer, whatever materials you guys have, show it to the students. Okay. In our present stage, are we going to be drilling vocab during this stage? Yes or no? No. Okay, no drilling in this stage. This stage is literally just to present the kids. What's this? It's a dog. What's this? It's a fish. Just get them to say it once so that they know what they're going to be learning in that lesson. Okay. Again, during the present stage, please check for pronunciation. This is where the students can really start mixing their diphthongs and triphthongs up as well, quite a lot. So that they don't understand, so that they don't get the pronunciation right from the get-go. So as soon as you're showing these flashcards or your slides, get the kids to say it, check pronunciation correctly. Okay. Any questions on our present stage? Yes. So what will happen is, that's a good question. He says if they're getting it wrong quite a lot, it's going to end up turning into drilling. Yes, chances are it will. But also remember to give the kids time to process the language. You can't just give them a word and say, right, say bath straight off the bat and expect them to do it. Give them time. If they don't say it right, exactly right at the beginning, it's okay. Give them a bit of time to get on the lesson and then just focus on those students that are struggling. Yeah.
Very large class, the best way to change pronunciation.
Okay.
Okay.
In a large class, the best way to check pronunciation. My best way, to be honest, or personally what I do, is I tend to walk around the class while I'm training, and then just keep looking around. You're going to have a class of 40 students, 35 to 40 students. You can't check every single student's pronunciation, but you can pinpoint in your class which kids are having trouble with pronunciation, and then when you do the drilling, focus on those kids. Yes,
So a large class like this, like go by row, by group, pair, whatever, basically just mix it up.
Yeah.
As well as the one.
Yeah, you can do that. So a lot of the classes will be set up where you have a row of desks, a row of desks, and a row of desks. So what you can do, like Pascal said, is you can split them up. So you guys say swap, you say squat, say spot, and then you mix and match. And then this will also help you distinguish which students on campus are struggling with pronunciation as well. Any other questions we'll present so far? No, alright. What then do you think our stage 3 would be? So I've done a warm-up, we've done a very quick review, we presented new target language to the kids. What would be our next one? Someone said it over here. Here we go. So now we're actually getting, so we've done our present, now we're getting to our practice part of the lesson. Okay. This stage of the lesson, yeah, we can call it practice. I personally like to call it activate. So basically what you're doing now in stage 3 is you've given the kids these words, and now you're getting them to activate, getting them to use the words as much as they can. And this stage here is where you guys are going to drill. Drill, 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 drill. Okay. Now, quick question. When we do drilling activities, is it just a repeat after me, or are we going to use an actual game to try and drill this? Yeah.
Maybe start drilling and then do a game.
Yeah.
If it gets too boring, just straight.
Yeah, you can do that. You can do that. The only suggestion I would have for that is that after they've been sitting down for already 10 minutes, 15 minutes or so, you want to get them up and moving around. Okay. So how can we create a game that they can play when they are drilling language all the time? Yeah.
You could possibly have someone stand up and choose another student to speak.
Yeah, you could do that. Get one student up, he says a word, and he chooses another student to speak. Yeah, there you go. That's one way you can do it. Another game you can play for a good drilling one is one I love to use, and the kids love playing this game. I call it a 2-minute flashcard pickup. And all it is you have the flashcards scattered on the floor, okay? You have a clock on the board or your time on your phone, and the kids have got 2 minutes to pick up a flashcard, say what it is, put it down, and then go to the next flashcard and pick it up and run around and try and say as many flashcards as you can. You as the teacher, all you're doing is standing at the board and giving stars to whichever team is speaking. So what this is doing, it's A, it's getting the kids up out of their seats. B, it's getting them to use the energy that they've been building up for so long. C, they actually now themselves, without you even asking them to do it, they themselves are telling you what each flashcard is. The point of this, of that game, is not really for pronunciation. It's to get the kids willing to speak. Because that's some of the biggest problems with a lot of the students now, is that some of them get to a point in their English where they can understand everything, and then they get into what's known as the silent period. And anyone aware of the silent period know what the silent period is? Okay, how many speak 2 or more languages? How many of you teachers speak 2 or more languages? What languages do you speak? Italiano? Parli italiano? Sicuramente, perfettamente. Bravo, bravissimo. Okay, so when learning a second language, did you get to the point where you could understand everything, but you just didn't have the confidence to speak that? Okay. This is what we call the silent period, and everyone goes through this when you learn a new language. And it depends on where you are, as how fast you can come through the silent period. So by playing a game like this, where the kids are constantly talking and talking and talking, you're not correcting, they're just getting them to speak. This is what helps push their confidence right up, and it can shorten their silent period. So little games like this that you can use to get the kids drilling activities. What's another drilling game we can play? Yeah.
Get each team, and if there's not enough space for them to line up, they can just they stand up obviously, and you turn down the flashcard, or you can write down the words. You each do a word, and then you say go. And one person has to say the word out loud. The next person has to say the word out loud. The person you like has to run up the board around the word. Or
so that's a really good one as well, like a game of Chinese whispers where they're all speaking to each other and then they get to choose who says next and speaks next. Yeah. So basically, in your activate here, you guys want to drill and you want to use a game. Okay? You want to use a game that gets the kids to drill. You don't want to just stand there and say, fish, 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 fish. They're going to get bored. So use a game to get the energy levels up and to get them speaking as much as they can. Okay. Any questions on activate so far?
If you rotate the games for drilling in the same way you would rotate all games.
Yeah, so basically, for example, how I was telling you earlier, how I would use one set of games for one class over 3 weeks. Basically, I would then use activate, I would use a 2-minute wake-up for 3 weeks. After 3 weeks, change that drilling game to another game, like a flashcard pass. We have to pass the flashcard around with a circle and say what it is in 10 seconds. Okay, so that's another thing you can do. Yeah?
Are we doing practice appropriate for the secondary school?
Secondary school.
Like having them they will ask each other questions, you have a brother, you have a sister, whatever you're trying to build or practice.
Yeah. So secondary school and high school, Google tasks are perfect for that. Yeah, definitely perfect for that.
Guys, one of the things you're gonna want to invest in this year, this will save you so much in your lessons.
Pringles?
Get a ball.
Yeah.
A ball kills a lot of the time, and you can make so many games from this. And it also helps to delegate the task to the students, because as you pass it around, they will ask each other questions and things like that. So if you do one thing, get a softball if you can, not a golf ball.
Okay. Any more questions on activate? No. Right. Okay, so activate, and then the next step is what we call apply. Okay. Now, in your apply stage, this is where the focus of your task or your focus of your lesson needs to be, or hopefully is, a student-to-student interaction. Okay. So like Pascal said, a mingle activity for secondary or high school, this is where you would put in your mingle activity in your apply stage. So this is where you want the kids to be answering questions and asking questions. So otherwise, if they constantly learn, it's a fish, it's a dog, it's a cat, they're never going to learn how to say, what's this? Because they're constantly answering questions. So you need to actually get them to actually ask a question at this level, at that stage as well. Okay. And again, in this stage here, we use another game. Okay. So, like Pascal said earlier, a great game at this stage is our mingle activity. Okay, where we get kids with a list of questions and they must go around the class and ask the students those same questions to fill out a form. What's another activity we could use? Which is similar to a mingle activity, and I know the kids love doing this one. What about a fill in the blank exercise? So what this one is really good, because what you can do is you can print out little cues for the kids and stick them up outside the classroom, around the school. And the kids now have got a piece of paper with information that they need to fill out. So say for example they're doing maybe like your face and the body. Okay, they will learn brown hair, blue eyes, big nose, Italian hair, these kind of things. So what you can do is, say for example, you have Sheldon is one character. Now he needs to run around and go and find the cue for Sheldon. And on Sheldon's cue will say Sheldon has blue eyes, Sheldon has a big nose, Sheldon has
Hey, easy.
I'm explaining the truth. Okay, so this is that kind of fill in the blank exercise. Again, gets the students up out of their seats and gets them productive as well. Once they finish the exercise, they can come back to the front of the class. They can choose one character that they've read about, written down about, and they can now tell the class what they have. So they can say, oh, Roman is very tall, and Roman is a girl, and Roman is this. Okay, so by doing this apply, then I'll take in what they've learned from present and activate, and now they're starting to actually apply it in a real world situation. The main thing I want you guys to remember for this stage, student-to-student interactions, and then use a game. You guys can use a game for nearly every single stage in your class. Okay, yeah. Yes, so in group work, so group work, student to student, or student to full class, or class to one student is okay. Another game you can play at this stage is what I call hot seat. So I'll bring one chair to the front of the class, I'll give the student who's sitting in the chair a flashcard, tell him to be quiet, put his hands back, and the student sitting down have to raise their hands and ask him, is it a fish? Yes, answer yes or no. So by doing that, again, I'm stepping back and I'm letting the kids actually sit back on each other. All I'm doing is giving them a voice. Okay. Any questions on apply?
For the games and exercises, we probably bring this material like
flashcards and
so we have access to printers or
so in practice, most of the schools will have a printer you can use at the school. And then for sheets like that, the fill in the blank or mingle activities, I think you guys will have to prepare your own one and then just photocopy if need be at the school. In terms of flashcards, books, and other materials, Victoria will give you those.
for photocopy, just practice where you do it.
Like what it cost? I'm not so sure on the cost. How much does it cost to print some pages?
For example, you have 50 students working, so you know you have to print this 40 for each day, for example, the week.
Okay, I'll let Son answer that question because these are lovely materials.
Sounds like Victoria does have a local office outside the village.
We do have another office in Dublin. To be honest.
They would provide us with material to do.
So the question for the material, right? The photocopy, right?
Yeah.
In fact, in our schools, I mean our partner schools, we do have the printers, but most of them the teachers of the school use them. But for the foreigner teachers, as you are working there, you can ask for because you are the foreigners. For the Vietnamese teachers, we cannot use, outside the school. But for you, as foreigner teachers, so you are expected, you are advisable to use them. But you need to ask for the permission. And you can ask the TA, teacher assistant, to do so.
So will we give them materials for them to use in class?
We do have the flashcards. And the power PPT, right? And of course the books for you.
And if we want to print extra material?
Yeah, like I said, you are the foreign teachers, so you can use school's printers.
The idea is like if you've got 40 kids in a class, and say you're teaching that same class 6 times, then you've got hundreds of sheets of paper, just take them from the school.
Right, I understand what you mean. So can we reuse the things?
No, he's asking can we take paper from the school?
No,
Because you could be printing hundreds and hundreds
Can I
of
answer? You're going to be doing most of your work from the book. Most of the units are in here and they're self-explanatory. Most things will be written in the book. Some schools, they have their own books and then they'll write it out in their books, but you never really have to go with your own pieces of paper and print lots of pieces of paper. Yeah, every child will have a book, so they'll either write in this or they'll write in a book they have, but you personally don't really have to print things unless you want to.
Okay, it's up to you guys if you want to print extra materials and stuff.
I was just thinking about this game, for example, the fill in the blank games. That I understand needs to have a certain amount of printing.
Yes,
For each lesson.
In those situations, I would suggest you do it yourself. Bring a copy yourself and then use the school printer to photocopy.
Okay.
the students have regular notebooks as well, and there's a workbook.
Yes.
So when I'm using handouts, I like recycle them.
Yes.
You need to kill some of the trees, so
Yeah, exactly.
just recycle them, have them right here, so the notebooks
Yeah.
and try to check.
Yeah.
That works the most.
Yeah, no, exactly. If you guys can use recycled paper, please do. Obviously, if it's been printed both sides.
The 1 second, 1 unit, and that we go for any class in that grade.
Yeah, yeah. Again, you guys don't have to use an A4 sheet per student. You can split it so that one student only gets an A5 instead. That way you can also still save a lot of paper. Alright, so that's apply. Any more questions for our apply stage? Alright, okay. Now after we've done apply, which is more of our produce stage, okay, we want to do a little bit of bookwork. So after apply and after they've been talking with each other and doing these exercises, this is where now you can get into a bit of bookwork. But I personally don't believe bookwork should be anything longer than 10 minutes every 1 hour. If it is longer than that, chances are none of the kids are going to forget a lot of the stuff we've taught them. Now because our lessons are only, what, 40 minutes, eh? 40, 45 minutes? Okay, I would say bookwork, make it 7. 7 minutes. If they don't finish, it's not the end of the world. You can finish it at home.
How long did you say the apply stage should be?
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Depending on the lesson.
Sorry, apply and activate, I would say around 10 minutes each. Sorry, thank you for that. Okay, so their bookwork has already been prescribed for them in their books. All you need to do is say, right guys, everyone turn to page 32, and then you guys can go through the bookwork together. Okay, it's not really that hard. If you want to make it an active game, you can. So for example, if they have to cut and stick out something and match words to pictures, get them to come up to the front, flip a flashcard over to see what the word is, and then they can go back to their desk and see it. Little things like this to make bookwork active can do as well. Yeah.
So there's step number 0, admin work, take attendance, register, checking homework.
You don't have to worry about that.
The TA will
do whatever. Yeah, so basically what we're going to do is we literally arrive at the school with our lesson prepared, we teach the lesson, we don't have to worry much about admin. The only admin you guys do is you send your weekly reports to the weekly with you on that. Because you guys send your teaching reports through to me. That's a really bit of admin as far as I'm concerned you guys need to do.
And look, it's better when you touch on grading homework, correcting homework, or what are the expectations?
Yeah, so generally what would happen is if the kids do have homework, I would assign after my bookwork, or even, sorry, while they're doing their bookwork, you guys can sit and go through their homework neatly. Okay? A lot of the time the homework doesn't really need to be marked, and a lot of the time the TA will also go through the homework.
Just confirm that they did it.
Yeah, yeah. Again, you don't have to go through full corrections just to confirm that they're actually doing it. Yeah, so generally there will be like 1 page in their workbook that they have signed for homework for that lesson. Don't give them anything more than that. Yeah. Okay. And then our lovely last stage of the lesson, lesson 6, which is also still part of our produce stage, is now to consolidate. What does consolidate mean in our class?
Make sure they got the answer to the lesson.
Yes.
Book out or whatever.
Yes, that's exactly it. Yeah. So basically, in your consolidate part of the lesson, the final part, right after their bookwork, is where you want to check to see if the kids have actually achieved their lesson aims. Okay. So, again, how could we do this? How could we see if they've achieved their aims? Play another game. Simple. Okay. So games, the games that you can play and consolidate again, are going to be student-to-student interactive. Okay, so you want to actually see, have the kids learned how to ask a question? Have they learned how to answer the question? Or have they learned the S blends, or the R blends, or the L blends, or whatever the aim is for that lesson? Yeah.
Is it your for the lessons here? Do you make sure you put the aim of the lesson on the board at the beginning, or do you not bother with this?
To be honest, the aim of the lesson is for you, it's not for the students.
Because again, where before they're quite strict, they wanted the lesson aim and the objectives clear for the students to see. But yeah, I suppose with the younger kids, it doesn't really
Most of the students won't even be able to read the aims.
That's why I just didn't know what the rules were.
No. The aims that you guys have for your lesson, write it on your lesson plan for yourself. And the kids don't need to know what the lesson is. Yeah.
It's like the right spot for pulling 3 or 4 students, test them, we can get marking on that particular week, and we felt we start from the third.
Sorry, say that again. It was
The right spot for sort of testing people this week, 3 or 4 students, we need to put in some grades for that, once a third, twice a third.
Yeah.
We need to do several lessons in order to get that number.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to see where that would fit.
Well, when you do your gradings, so the gradings aren't going to be happening every single lesson. But when it does happen, okay, what you can do is assign the students bookwork for 10 minutes. So assign the students bookwork for 10 to 15 minutes. While they're doing their bookwork, you guys can call students up one by one to test their language. Okay. So again, if you want to test, just make the bookwork a little bit longer. Have extra pieces of paper there as well, just in case they finish their bookwork, you can give them another task. Otherwise, you're going to be running around, pulling hair, grabbing pen, drawing on walls.
Because that is the consolidating as well, isn't it? When you get to number 6 and you want to check on whether you've achieved your aims, you just listen. Whoever volunteers is likely to be a bit more confident, a bit higher level, get it. That's something telling you the other instructors.
That's why, though, if you do, get the strong student to come up and be a teacher. And then they can ask other students. And then the other students see that, oh, he's a teacher. I want to be a teacher now. How did he become teacher? Oh, he was speaking lots of English, he was sitting down, he was really good.
They might consolidate on them writing something, we get to check, speak of something, you can check.
Yeah, again, it depends what you're testing for that lesson. If you're going to do individual testing, I suggest doing it during your bookwork so that other kids are focused on something else while you're testing one by one. Okay, otherwise if you have all of them sitting down doing nothing while you're trying to test one by one, it's going to be chaos in the classroom, I guarantee you. Yeah. Did I answer your question? Okay. Cool. Right, any more questions on consolidation? Any questions on the whole lesson plan? Alright, now we're going to get into a little bit of fun, guys. Okay. So what I'd like you guys to do, I think there's 24 of you here today. So what I'd like you guys to do is please could you get yourselves into groups of 6. So there should be 4 groups of 6 people. Okay. So there's 27 of you again. Yeah, 4 groups of 6 and then 1 group of 3. Okay. How many? There's going to be 5 rounds. Of course, you guys. Can I take this one? Oh my word. Alright. Okay, so in your guys' groups now, what we're going to do is I'm going to give each group a lesson from our next stop books. This is predominantly primary school. What we're going to do is give you a lesson from our next stop books. And I want you guys as a group, I'll give you about 15-20 minutes. I want you guys as a group to come up with a lesson plan using this structure. Okay? Everyone understand? So how long do we have to come up with a lesson plan? 15-20 minutes. And where do these come from? You. Me! Alright. So, here we go. Okay, so guys, we've got 15-20 minutes starting now.
Vâng, để cháu bảo nó.
Cháu cô tô cả hai, bạn lấy cái này đi. Không, tại vì ngày trước trong ngoài này mà nó sẽ làm về cái kiểu học, nó sẽ bạn tiền mặt.
Bây giờ bạn làm như thế, bạn muốn làm như thế chứ phải
Có để chị lên thì nói mình
cái phần listening em đưa cho bạn các bạn không làm việc. Phần speaking cũng là bỏ hai cái phần bạn đi làm
nó đã làm thì thôi. Thế nên nó hai và cắt số.
bạn vào bạn đi vào bạn sẽ thêm cái activities và game.
Nhưng mà cũng nhớ là phải tập huấn về cấp 2 kỹ năng của mình. Dạy cấp 1 rất
I have some advice. Dream in my eyes. So, you hear that my parents don't love me.
You guys can write your plan on there. Pin. Good. Ready? I'm trying to steal my Oscars. Just is that job test. Listening and speaking tomorrow. Listening is
Emphasize that. Yeah, emphasize the pronunciation. And then underneath, you can put pictures or whatever corresponds to each. I guess that's and then that's easy to drill. The first part we can just like to kid and like what type of just say the word.
That's fine, you can explain it to us.
You were just explaining it, right? You don't want us to actually activate everything. Okay. Okay guys, one of the things you're going to do when you first step in front of the class, so if this is the first time, one of the first things you're going to do when you first come into a class is you'll do your warm-up, but you're also going to want to put an introduction in. So if this is your first time ever teaching and seeing these kids for the first time, the first lesson is going to be made up of you just introducing yourself and letting them ask you questions. So you'll stand up there and say, hello, my name is Sheldon, I'm from South Africa, and then you'll ask them, do you have any questions for me? And then from that, you will start to tell them maybe your hobbies, what you like to watch on TV, and then ask them, I like to watch anime. What do you like to watch? Please stand up. Get them to stand up and talk about what they like to do. Okay, so this
for high school guys, that is probably one of the best things to do at the beginning of your class. Is sit down at the front and get the kids to ask you any random question that they want. 5 minutes.
Because one thing you can easily do is get everybody to write one question they have for you, right there, right group, and then you start answering them.
Yeah.
It can be 5 minutes, but it seems to me it should be a shorter time.
It should be a very short time. It should only be about 5 minutes. Thanks, Sheldon.
Okay. Tom, don't watch, I'm nervous. Okay, so for the warm-up, you're going to do any of the games we just picked. Old MacDonald. The next part, so our story is about a sheep, and it is about a sheep that gets lost. If you notice in your books, at the bottom of the page, you'll see there's a value. This is pretty much what they want you to get across. But the problem with this is sometimes it may be a little bit difficult for the kids to understand it. So this is what they want you to do, but you're going to judge for yourself how how good the class is, how far along their English is. So this sometimes might be more difficult. Since this one is cooperation and solving problems. So from the beginning, from your introduction, by talking to the kids, you're going to see how good their English is. From there, you can decide how difficult you make a lesson. If you find that your class is pretty new to English, try and find things from your lesson that you can maybe make it easier. So for instance, our one is about animals, it is about a family, it is about someone in class. So maybe break it down into animals. So what we did is we can talk about family, father, son, mother. You can ask them about their family. You can ask them about animals. What animals do you see? How many legs does the animal have? Do you have any animals? You also can count, get them to count sheep and to do other things along that line.
Well, the second part of our lesson was doing a read-through. So, like the teacher would read this story to the class, and then basically then we would read through again with the class, repeating it, and then maybe nominate parts of the class that you know would read the first section. So these people would read first thoughts, you know, do some nomination like that, and read through it in different ways.
So what you're going to want to do is, with every part of the lesson, try and break it up. So if you can see that the class is starting to maybe get a little bit bored and lose interest and lose focus, go into another game and get them to a group. So we'll start off with reading. You'll read it to the class, you'll read through it, and then you'll say, okay, everybody, can you read with me? Or you will designate maybe the girls, stand up, please read number 1. Or the boys, stand up, please read number 2. Since one of the things in this is cooperation, you might want to break them into teams. In fact, most of the time you want to break them into teams because it gets them a little bit competitive, and then what that does is it allows them to listen a bit more. So give them reward points and you take away points from people that are not listening or following the lesson. Okay, so activate. For activate, we put down hot potato. Okay, so there's many different ones you can do for this one. We're just going to use a ball. Maybe write down a question on the board. So, what do you see? And then you throw it to him and say, what do you see on this piece of paper? Now stand up and say, okay. Then you get him or her to throw it to the next person and ask them, what do you see? And say, I see a dog, I see shoes, I see a hat. And just get them answer. What this also does is, if you're struggling to get onto the next part and you're not sure exactly what you want to do, give the responsibility to the kids and then let them carry on with this. So if you're up there and all of a sudden you're not sure what you want to say next, what to do next, pull out the ball, whatever you have, and then them start speaking to each other and asking them, like, you take a minute to think about what you're going to do.